honestly, I feel like he carried the show on his back.
And on we'll go.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Savannah here, and as you guys can see by the title of today's video, I'm giving you guys 10 shows to binge watch on Netflix, and these are my personal recommendations. But before I get on with this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as to turn on that post notification bell so that you get notified every time I do a new video. Now without further ado, let's get on into the video. So the first show that I have for you guys is Avatar. Now Avatar 100 years ago by the Fire Nation, and they didn't have an Avatar for about 100 years, so it was kind of like a dystopia in a sense, until the Avatar is discovered by Katara and Sokka. Now once they discover him, they realize eventually that in order for the Fire Nation to leave all the other nations alone, Aang is going to have to battle with the Fire Lord. My favorite character in Avatar is definitely Aang, because I just love to see his character development, going from this little boy and then he becomes this strong young teenager, and you kind of see as the seasons go on. I just love his personality. He's very caring, so he's definitely my favorite. To be honest though, my least favorite is Katara. I don't know, Katara just kind of struck me as a know-it-all, and I know Katara is extremely smart, I'm not taking that away from her, but she kind of didn't want anybody else to give their opinion, or she always wanted to be the right one and kind of wanted to be the center of attention all the time, so she kind of was my least favorite. But I will say she is one of the strongest in the show. I'm kind of battling between Katara and Azula, because I mean, it's Azula. Come on, Azula is like, as crazy as she is, she's extremely powerful, and I feel like I can't hate Azula because she's just, I don't know how to explain it. You guys have to watch the show, so if you haven't watched it yet, make sure to go and check it out. It's on Netflix. So the next show that I have for you guys is a follow-up from Avatar, and it's actually Legends of Korra. Now Legends of Korra wasn't necessarily my favorite, just because I was kind of sad that it wasn't a continuation of Aang's life, and Aang was barely actually in Legends of Korra. But I understood that the reason why Aang wasn't in Legends of Korra is so that the creators didn't make it all about Aang, so they tried to limit the amount of times that he was in Legends of Korra. But it still is a pretty good show. Korra, to me, out of all of the avatars, is definitely the strongest avatar. I see people that say Avatar Kyoshi, and I don't see it at all. I really don't see it. I agree that Avatar Kyoshi is very fearless, very fearless, but I don't think she's the strongest. The strongest avatar is Avatar Korra. The third show that I have for you guys is Naruto. Now I'm currently watching Naruto, and thank you to my brother for putting me on, because Naruto is it, guys. If you guys have not watched Naruto as yet, you totally need to check Naruto out. It is so, I don't know, it's just I literally watch Naruto when I'm eating, whenever I have a break, because currently I have exams, so I can't watch it as often as I'd like to. But Naruto is amazing, and my two favorite characters in Naruto are definitely Naruto himself. I mean, he's the man, he's the man of the hour. You can't not like Naruto. And I love Kakashi Sensei. I don't know, something about Kakashi Sensei, he just brings so much joy to the show. I just like it because he's just so chill and he's so great. I absolutely cannot stand, really don't like Sakura in the show. There are so many times in the show when I'm like, I honestly wish, you know, she didn't make it. Let's say that, because she's extremely annoying. Like, to me, she's always saying, oh Naruto, this is your fault, but she can't do anything. She does nothing. All she does is stand and cry, or she'll be like and she does nothing. Half the time Naruto is the one that's actually fighting, and she always gets in the way. Naruto says stay right there, and for some reason she comes out into the battlefield and puts herself in danger, so Naruto has to save her and put himself in danger, and I cannot stand Sakura. Like, I understand why they put her in the show, because that resentment kind of makes you want to watch the show even more. But if you guys have not checked out Naruto, honestly, you need to check it out. It's amazing. Absolutely love it. Give it 10 out of 10. Also, one of my favorite characters I'm realizing as well is Shikamaru and Neji. So the fourth show that I have for you guys is actually a continuation of Naruto, which is Naruto Shippuden, and I've heard really great things about the show.
I'm home, everyone! Naruto Uzumaki has returned to the Hidden Leaf Village!
still watching Naruto because, as I said before, I have exams, so I can't watch it as often as I would like to, which is very, very sad because I really, really love Naruto. But I've always heard good things about Shippuden, and they're like, if you like Naruto, you're going to love Shippuden. So I personally can't wait. I'm currently at episode 219 for Naruto, and I think there are 225 episodes in Naruto. So I'm almost there, and I'm very, very excited because everyone's like, okay, this is where the drama starts. I can't wait. Like, I was about to say something, but I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So make sure to go and watch Naruto and then go and watch Naruto Shippuden. The fifth show that I have for you guys is Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Now, I grew up on that show. I would watch it. I think it would come on late at nights. Not really late at night. It would come on at around 9 p.m. to around 11 p.m. and I absolutely loved Fresh Prince. I like how it spoke about social issues during that time, and I also like to see Will kind of mature, and like watching Ashley grow up was kind of my favorite part. It was extremely funny, it was extremely entertaining, and I feel like if you didn't grow up watching that, you're definitely probably born maybe after 2010. Yeah, that's probably when you're born, after 2010. The sixth show that I have for you guys is Pretty Little Liars. This show, I know it's extremely old and it came out years. Thanks, Mr. Truckman. I know that this show came out years ago. It's kind of weird how I'm saying it now, but I didn't watch this show until about 2 years ago, and I spent the whole summer binge watching it, and it was absolutely fascinating. All I'm going to say is, if you're going to watch this show, you don't know who A is. You might think you know who A is every single week, but you don't. You really don't know who A is. You probably said, oh, I figured this out before the show even ended. You don't know who A is, okay? Every week, you're going to think someone is A. So just stay tuned and watch. Absolutely loved it. I don't want to say too much because it's really easy to spoil the show, so go ahead and go check out Pretty Little Liars. The next Netflix show that you guys should watch is That 70s Show. It was hilarious. My favorite character was probably Red because he's just so sarcastic and funny at the same time. I feel like he carried the show on his back. Like, I need to ask him like how his back is feeling after all that weight, because he fully carried the show on his back. And That 70s Show, I feel like if you watched it before, you want to watch it again, and everybody wants a relationship like Jackie and Kelso. Like, they're just Jackie and Kelso. It's kind of crazy to know that Mila Kunis was pretty young at the time, and that's actually quite shocking and concerning because they didn't do their background checks. Another Netflix show that I recommend for you guys is Family Reunion.
Family, I have an announcement. After 15 years of playing pro ball, I've decided to hang up my cleats.
Well, bring your rusty butt on back here then.
I am. We're moving back to Columbus.
My baby! God has answered my prayer. Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
We think that Columbus is a wonderful place to raise our children.
Remember, church starts at 8 a.m.
We don't go to church. Dad says we belong to Bedside Baptist.
Somebody better start praying before I forget I know Jesus.
Preach.
Let us have it.
We're awful parents.
I wouldn't say awful.
Look at your child.
Not to your face, anyway.
Ever since we moved here, your mother's been trying to tell me how to raise my kids, how to cook my food, and even how to dress.
Proverbs 14:30. Don't hate playing. I know you kids think I'm strict with all the rules and the chores and Bible school, but these are the things that prepare you for life.
When a loved one goes astray, God can get him home again.
I've come to realize that the path to God is full of ups, downs, starts, stops, twists, turns.
Girl, are you talking about a divine walk or a ride at Six Flags?
Now, before anybody comes on my back, I know the acting is pretty subpar. It's not the greatest, but it's very rare that you find shows nowadays that are trying to incorporate most social issues that are happening in the world, and so I really like that show. I also shows you guys that kids as young as 8 years old also experience some of these social issues, and that these social issues have no age limit. It's not completely stereotypical, but at the same time, it does highlight issues that Black people do face in this day and age, and that, you you know, racial prejudice or racism or racial segregation, they're all still very real in this world of today. They're just more in modified or modern forms, but it's very much present today. I know this next one isn't a show, but I really think it's a good watch, and it's actually a movie, and it's called Miracles from Heaven, and it kind of shows you the meaning around keeping faith as well as to never give up, because no matter what, God has always got you. So I really like that movie. I think it was very interesting, and it happens to be based on a real story, which I think it's an incredible real story. It's about this little girl who fell down, I think it was like a tree stump, or fell down a tree. She hit her head, and a lot of people didn't think that she was going to make it. However, somebody kept their faith, and you know, stay tuned and you will see what happens, because again, I don't want to spoil it, but you guys should definitely check it out. It's on Netflix. The last and final movie is called Get Out. This is my absolute favorite movie of all time. It's a horror movie, but it's not so much of a horror movie. It's also a comedy. It's like a horror comedy, and it's more comedy than horror. Believe me guys, it's not scary. I hate horror movies. So if you're like me and you hate horror movies, this movie is for you. But if you love horror movies, there are also some horror elements in there that kind of make you go ugh. But I'm telling you guys, this movie is probably one of the best movies I have ever watched. It is absolutely hilarious, and every time somebody's like, what's your favorite movie? I have actually 3 favorite movies. 2 of them are like movie series, but this one has got to be number 1 because it's different, it's outside of the box, and I just love it. I did not stop laughing the entire time, and my brother actually put me onto that movie, so thanks Chris for putting me onto that movie. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below some suggestions that you guys have that I could probably binge watch for myself, or other people who are reading the comments can also binge watch. Make sure if you're not yet subscribed to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as to turn on that post notification bell as mentioned earlier, so that you don't miss out on any time I post a new video. Make sure to follow me on all my social medias. They'll be linked down below. It's _SavBlake for Instagram, _SavBlake for Twitter, and SavBlake for Snapchat. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe, stay quarantined, and